Number set a number. Welcome back to Talking Story. My name is John Minton, and I have another list for you today. This list is a little bit different. It's a list of 10 fantasy series that I want to get into, but it also entails a little bit of future planning because I want you, my subscribers, and hopefully soon to be subscribers, and that brings me to a thought. Right down there, there's a little thumbs up for like and a subscribe button. Do me a big favor. Click both of those if you haven't yet, and join us for this reading journey that we're on together. It helps me build the channel so much. So when I first started looking at BookTube, it was because I was kind of in a reading rut. I was with my same old favorite authors, who I love, but I wanted to shake things up. I wanted to see what I had missed, what had skipped past me, and it was so much. I was just absolutely floored. So I've started catching up here and there. Every single read has been phenomenal. So I'm starting to think all of these series that are pretty much unanimously thought of as just darlings by the BookTube community should absolutely be read by me. So I have a list here of what is really high up on my list. Now you'll see some big names that aren't on this list because I've already started them or I have plans to start them real quickly. And I want you to have input in that comment section of, should I make sure that I spread these out to get some new stuff in, which I absolutely will be doing? There's some maybe that I should just stay away from. There's some maybe that I should just absolutely move to the top of my TBR pile and get to as absolutely soon as possible. In building this channel with me, do you want me to keep covering things that other people have covered to get my take on it? Or are you kind of done with me reading things from other people's list and you would like me to just totally branch out and do new things? I hope that's not entirely the case because I've had so much fun catching up on these things that I've missed. So in any case, what I found starting this channel is your interaction with me and me being able to read and have a community to bat ideas and things back and forth with has been the most fun. It is the reason I keep coming back and sitting in front of the camera and doing this over and over again. So I really want your input and thoughts to this book, to this list of these tried and true BookTube darling selections that I can't wait to catch up on. So let's get started. The first one on this list, now, some people would call this science fiction. This is the only kind of one on this list that's not absolutely a fantasy. So it's considered, I think, sci fantasy by the author himself. So I'm putting it on this list, and I'm putting it on this list because I really want to get to it. I see so many people just ranking it with 5 stars and putting it to their favorites list, and I just can't wait to get in on it. And this is the Sun Eater Saga by Christopher Rocchio. And I'm kicking myself for missing that Kickstarter. This is one that I have picked up, Book 1, Empire of Silence. It is on my TBR. I absolutely can't wait to get started. What I know about it is the Vegas thing because I've stayed away from all spoilers. So let me know your thoughts. This is one, all 10 of these are way up there. Number 2. Oh, everybody's moving this to, let me tell you this. My favorite playwright is an Irishman, Martin McDonagh. My favorite comics writer, one of my favorite comics writer is an Irishman, Garth Ennis. Will my new favorite fantasy writer be an Irishman as well? It seems like that is what is going on with everybody that gets into the Bound and the Broken series by Ryan Cahill. And I don't want to be left behind. I can't wait to get in on this series. I have bought the first novella and the first book. They are on my TBR. Again, the Vegas things, I know there are dragons. that's kind of it. I know the author is an amazing person. I follow him on Twitter. He's always entertaining. But the Vegas things are what I know of this series. Can't wait to hear your thoughts. Number 3. Now, this is one that I kind of cheated. I did get a chance to read the Jade Shard's short stories, and it made me so interested to get into the Green Bone Saga by Fonda Lee. Everybody has this on their best list. Some of my favorite movies are the Scorsese flicks. I love having that fantasy element with a crime family. I love the Asian influences. I love the author's work of working on those three different levels of the family drama and then the crime family and the tension that lays over just a regular family drama. And then the fantastical element above that, how she seems to interweave those to make it accessible to all of our emotions and at the same time just make it something that stretches our imagination. I just love those short stories so much. I absolutely can't wait. And again, the first book is bought and is on my TBR, and I can't wait to get into this one. I can't wait to get caught up on the Green Bone Saga. Number 4, the Blood Sworn Trilogy by John Gwynne. I do enjoy the Brothers Gwynne channel. I can't wait to read some of their dad's work. This is on so many's favorite. What are your thoughts on this? Should I start with his first series with Malice and all of those, or should I just go to this one? I hear this one is just so amazing, and Dead God Scat. It just sounds like something that is so up my alley. I just kind of wanted to jump right to it. But what do you think? Should I start with that first series? And again, the first book is bought, guys. It's sitting on my TBR at home. Number 5. This is, if it's not on a booktuber's best list, it's because they haven't read it. It seems like as soon as a new booktuber reads this, it goes right up to their very tippity-top best list, and that just excites me and makes me want to get in on this. And I'm talking about the Dandelion Dynasty by Ken Liu. It sounds amazing to me. It sounds like that epic, intricate, multi-layered fantasy that is not just in that medieval setting, so for a little bit of difference, and it takes the time in that epic way to let you really get in on every character's journey. I'm so excited to start this. The first book is bought, sitting on my stack. What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on that one? Next, The Last War by Mike Shackle. This was not on my radar, but then I watched an interview with the author, and it's like he's such an affable guy. He's a comics nerd. I'm a comics nerd. I absolutely want to read this trilogy, so I'm in on this artist's journey, ready for his upcoming work, which his ideas sound really amazing. And I'm kind of into First Law right now. The first trilogy of that, and I'm just loving this grimdark vibe, and I hear this is more of the same. So the first book is bought. I believe it sits on my shelf with everything else. You're starting to understand what a pile of unread things my shelf is at the moment. So give me your thoughts on this one, The Last War by Mike Shackle. Next, number 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Number 7 is The 5 Warrior Angels by Brian Lee Durfee. I think I have a buddy read with Matt at Go Read Books for January of next year to start this. We haven't quite put it all together yet, but I'm looking forward to that. I have not bought this book yet. This is, I think, one of the only ones on this list I haven't. But I absolutely, from hearing other people that have read this, I hear it's just underrated and underappreciated, and I want to help shine a light on that. His channel, I think, is awesome. So have you read it? What are your thoughts? Let me know. Number 8, Justice of Kings by Richard Swan. I love legal drama, guys. I've been a fan of LA Law and Boston Legal, and you name it, I love them all. This being written by someone from the legal profession, having that theme go through the books, as well as like necromantic horror, like it just seems like he wrote this just for me, as well as they sound like just amazing books in the fantasy genre anyway. So, and again, I saw an interview, such a neat guy. I absolutely want to be on this artist journey with him. I absolutely want to get in on this trilogy. Have not bought the book yet. Really, absolutely am looking forward to this one as well. Give me your take on it. Number 9, Book of the Ancestor by Mark Lawrence. This was way up there, possibly for my birthday read. It did not win. Warlord Chronicles edged it out there at the end. I have not read any Mark Lawrence. I absolutely think I should, and the reason why is because he's one of those writers, one of those artists that is somewhat polarizing. People either love what he does or they don't really get into it. And for me, that's an artist that's out there staking a claim, doing something that is not just what everyone else is doing. And that excites me and interests me. And I really want to take my shot at taking a look at his work and seeing what it does emotionally to me. So I'm so excited to get in on this. I hear this is the series to start with or to try him out on. If I'm wrong, let me know. If you're a big Mark Lawrence fan, hit me up in the comments. Can't wait to hear from you. And finally, number 10 is The Drowning Empire by Andrea Stewart. Again, epic fantasy, amazing characters, necromantic, Lovecraftian theme work through it. It's like, again, it sounds like it's just for me. I absolutely would love to get in on this one. So many people have it on their best list. Haven't bought that book yet either. So there's a few on here I haven't bought. I think the last 4 are the only ones on this list that I haven't bought the first book of. So again, your votes, your thoughts, your comments mean so much to me. What do you think of these choices? Do you think I should be striking out new ground and reading something entirely new? Are you interested in my takes on these tried and true BookTube darlings? I know I am. I really am excited to read them. But just in case you're worried that I'm just going down book after book after book, catching up on all these things that I've missed and not striking out on any new territory, I am absolutely making a commitment. Starting with next month is my birthday, guys. You voted for my birthday read. It is Warlord Chronicles. I am filling out that month with every other book that I just can't wait to read as a present to myself. One of those books is going to be self-published. I am making the commitment to read at least one self-published book a month. I cannot wait to get into this movement. It strikes me as these are artists that are not waiting on gatekeepers. They're going out there. They're to not create and to not put their work out there to find an audience is akin to them looking at themselves in the mirror and lying to themselves. And I am so behind that. I find that so fascinating in this technological day and age that people are able to just get their work out there. It's almost like some type of new renaissance where you don't need patrons, you can do it on your own. And I think that's fascinating and exciting, and I think we can get so many new voices out there because of it. I can't wait to see. I mean, of course, you always have that thought of possibly is there some type of quality of content situation because you just expect the big trad publishers to put out the best of the best. But what I'm hearing is this is absolutely not the case. I can't wait to find out on my own. So with that in mind, I absolutely want to thank Jacquelyn Hagen, who sent me out of the kindness of her heart, her first 2 books. And I am so interested to get into these. My birthday read, self-published read, is going to be the first book in this series, and I cannot wait to start it. It is a present to myself on this self-published journey that I'm about to take. So this is just to let you know I am absolutely committed on new voices and new work, as well as trying to catch up on the BookTube darlings out there. Let me know your thoughts, please. Are there authors I'm missing on this list? Would you like to pick this up? I'm gonna read this next month, probably not until like the middle of the month. This is on Amazon. Get yourself a copy, read it with me so we can like bat ideas back and forth of what we think. If you haven't read it yet, if you have read it yet, let me know what you think. I am so excited, and just from the bottom of my heart, again, thank you, Jacquelyn Hagen, for sending these to me. It means everything to me. So there you go, guys. That is my list of the BookTube darling fantasies that I can't wait to catch up on. Did I miss someone? Is there something you think you should warn me off of? I can't wait to read your comments. As always, thank you for tuning in. My name is John Minton, and this is Talking Story.